What's up, YouTube? All right then, so another addition to the Traders Reality YouTube course. If you are new, you know what you need to do, guys. The screen should pop up right about now. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. You do what you need to do, guys. As I said, I don't like saying it, so please join the channel. Anyways, today's topic, how to grow a small account. Now, a lot of people do ask this question. They always ask, how much money do I need to start trading with? Or, would you say, should I, quit my full-time job and just use my savings? People present these circumstances, these scenarios, and they are then left in limbo as to what they should do, because not everyone has the same story. All right. Now, the nature of this video, guys, is not to showcase anything. It's to demonstrate why whatever balance you have, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, it's about the execution. It's all about trading properly, trading well, okay? It's not about how much money can you make on a trade. We're not here for no home runs. And for those who believe that they're going to effectively make something of themselves when it comes to trading by following the idea or the fantasy that trading is about home run wins, well, it isn't, guys. All right. I told you from the start of this channel, I'm going to tell it to you blunt. All right. There's no cutting corners with me. I will tell you exactly how it is. This game is fucked up. Trading is a mental battle continuously. All right. Whatever you say, if you're an algorithmic trader, I congratulate you. If you do have the ability to detach from making any decisions and you let it happen mechanically, all right, systematically, I congratulate you, because there are people that still, even though they use algorithmic trading, they still will make a decision based on their emotions. They won't trust their algorithm, or they don't trust certain scenarios and factors. Anyway, let's just get straight to the video. So right now, this is the broker that I use. All right, this is IC Markets. Great for scalpers, all right, because the spreads are just so small. Commissions are, yeah, that's another story, but great for really small spreads. But this, it's perfect for me because I'm a scalper, and the nature of the frequency of trades that I take, I'm out within anything from 5-6 pips, 2-3 pips. I can be out by 2-3 pips and still make a profit. All right. But when you've got spreads of like 1.2, you're just asking for your account to just get blown purely because of the spread. All right. So I use IC Markets. Now, the basis of this video is to demonstrate to you why it doesn't matter how much money you have in your trading account. All right. I know the title says how to grow a small account, but the underlying moral behind the video itself is to understand why it doesn't matter how much money you have. All right. Your money that you use to trade with should not be a reflection on your ability, or should I say your performance to trade. It shouldn't matter. All right. So just to eliminate the idea of, this challenge that I done as being fake. All right. There's no demo account in place. I can't believe I'm actually having to do this, but this is what I mean. Trading has been tarnished. The industry is completely riddled with fakes. All right. So I deposited £125 on the 22nd of October. So we're going to pull up that date. Where are we at? 22nd of October. Oh. Let me just correct that to the date that I stopped this challenge. Okay, yeah. So this is a small account that I have with IC Markets. It's really just to test things. It's not my main, it's my main account that I use for my trading, but this is just another sub account that I've got. So I deposited on the 22nd of October at 10 p.m. roughly, £125. Okay. Now, The next screen you're going to see is the pioneer behind every trader's success. Okay, Edgewonk. Edgewonk is a statistical platform. It's, in other words, an online journal. All right. The guys at Edgewonk have done a fantastic job at creating this. They continuously update it. When I got this software, it was just a one-off fee. And I don't know if it's still the same now. I think it is. But guys, if you want to change the way you trade, you get Edgewonk. All right. This thing has allowed me to really dive into all my mistakes. It's allowed me to itemize my trading. And, you know, when I'm trading, I'm always thinking, what am I going to input into my Edgewonk so that when I look back at it, you know, is it going to be there clear for me? Am I going to understand it? And can I translate that information to better trading? All right. So you can see here, we've had a decent run with this small account. We go back to the day that I deposited, which was on the 22nd, and I actually started off at a loss. All right. I traded for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11 trading days. All right. Now, if we scroll down, got some statistics here. All right. So overall, about 110 trades, 72 were winners, 38 were losers. I've got 65% win rate. Now this is interesting here. So my expectancy is 8.2. Profit factor, for every pound that I invest, I'm making 2.3 back. All right. Now this is important. My average winner overtakes my average loser. So if we look into the chart lab, or no, let's look at the simulator. Okay. If I were to repeat this challenge, let's say 5 times, based on the KPIs or the information that's in this statistical software, it will show that I would be consistently growing, okay, with the anomaly of a bit of laggard movement here, but still growing. So if you look at the statistics down here, it would say over a course of 300, no. Yes. I don't know. To be honest with you guys, I look at this and all I can tell you is if I were to repeat this exact challenge 5 times in a row, all right, this would be the outcome. All right, the account would grow exponentially as such, all right, based on the statistics that we saw over here. All right, 65% win ratio, that's pretty decent, that's okay. All right, but it was started off with £125. all right. Now if we look here, trade process, if we click it there, we'll start off. This is what this software does. It allows you to look at each trading session individually. All right. So you've got my first trade, we lost £6, and then we started the next day. We made a £71 gain, 43%. 4 trades, 3 winners, 1 loss. And as you go up, I took 1 trade that day. A few trades there. 11 trades, 1 loss. 6 losses, 6 winners. 6 trades, 4 winners, 2 losers. And this is where it starts to get a bit, it increases a bit. 20 trades, 15 winners, 5 losers. And the next one's going to be interesting. 8 trades, 5, yeah, you can see that, and you can see that. I've got some notes here that I put where I talk to myself, which is what's really great about this platform. 3 winners, 3 trades. Now look at this. 31 trades, 18 winners, 13 losers, okay? Only a 58% win rate and 20% on the account, all right? When you've got an edge that you apply over a period or a sample size of trades, all right, if it's got a positive expectancy, you're going to win. But this is all down to your management of risk. All right. Go to the chart lab. You obviously got to consider the fees. The account balance from the bottom was here. The most drawdown that I had was 119, and then we just started to grow. I had a big drop there, all right, and then we came back, big spike, dropped, spike, and then we just trailed down a little bit, but we still stayed above the previous peak, and then we continued to the upside until we made the £1,000. All right. So overall, 721% increase on the account. Deposited £125 and it's now become 1,026. Why am I showing you this? In no way does this small challenge demonstrate to you that, yeah, I'm a great trader. It doesn't. Because I could place a trade tomorrow, lose, and then you say, how was your trading day? What's your week been like? Or, what was your last trade like? I'll tell you that I lost. Instantaneously, you're going to put a stigma on the fact that, he lost his last trade. I've seen this guy, he's pretty consistent. Is he good? You start to become doubtful. What I'm trying to get at is you're only as good as your last trade. It's the classic rule for a salesman. Go and apply for a job in sales. Tell them that you've sold so much, you've done this, you've done that. But until you do it again, you're nothing. You're as good as your last sale. You're as good as your last trade. Guys do, I do lose. Would I say I've been lucky on that account? Yeah, I was lucky on that account because I caught good moves, that were being presented to me. But I also picked the right spots. I kept my risk to a minimum. And I allowed the account to grow every single day, just placing trades. Once I'm done with my session, I'm out. I'm not looking back at my screen thinking, I could make some more on this small account, X, Y, and Z. What you need to understand is this, guys. Trading with a small account is no different to trading a large account. The only time it becomes different is if you have an emotional attachment to the money. Someone that trades with £100 tends to not give a shit. All right? They think, it's only £100. I can deposit another £100 if I go wrong. You've already set up your mindset to not care when you're placing your trades. You've already set your mindset to not take the trade seriously. Whether it's £100 or £100,000. If you do not approach every trade with the same seriousness, all right, you're not going to perform. You will not be trading well. The novelty of, making sure that you've got your execution down to a T, getting your entry point correct and, making sure that you've got accurate trade entries, right? All of that goes out the window. If you're not taking the idea of a trade seriously, then why would you expect the market to treat you seriously? There is a level of respect. The saying, the market pays those who are patient. All right. If you don't manage small money well, don't think that you're going to manage a lot of money. And this is something that I had a problem with. I always used to believe, right? And I'll bring you my uncle's story again. I always used to believe that the more money that I would have, the easier it would be for me to trade. Yeah, if we're on cloud 9, the more money that you've got room to be, flexible. You can take more risks, but then taking more risk means you're increasing the chance of you blowing your account. And the last 6-7 videos that I've done have been going on about why you need to protect your account. I'm trying to get into your minds and trying to install the novelty of understanding why you can't take trading with a pinch of salt. You can't think lightly of it. It's a serious business. Now, am I looking too deeply into it? Maybe. I'm obsessed with the game of trading. And I should be, because I've committed 10 years of my life trying to understand how the market works, when really the problem was myself, because the market has stayed the same for the past 100 years. All right? The market is motivated by fear and greed. That doesn't change. Human behavior doesn't change. And the cycles that you see in price, they will always happen because people will be fearful when others are greedy. People will be greedy when others are fearful. All right? You know, the buy on rumor, sell on news kind of story? That's the hard truth, guys. Let me tell you the story about my uncle. My uncle knew that I was trading, and he used to check up on me and be like, how you doing? How's your trading? Yeah, it's going good and what have you. And then one day he asked me, how's your trading going? And I says, nah, it's not good, man. I blew my account. And he says to me, what happened? How much did you lose? And I says to him, it was only a small account. I had $2,000 in the account, and I took a couple of shots and it didn't work out for me. I just need to get more money in the account so that way I can trade better. And this is a guy who doesn't know trading too well, but is a great poker player. All right? And he said something to me that completely stuck with me. And it was at that point that I realized that I'm focusing too much on the money of trading. He said to me, how are you going to manage a large amount of money when you can't manage a small amount of money effectively? Why do you think you're going to perform better just because you've got more freedom to take more shots, take more risk? All right? Do you think that just because you've got $100,000 in your account, that the chances of you blowing that in one trade are like next to none? Nah, man. You can lose an account the same day you deposit it. Believe me, if your mindset is not in sync with the way you trade or your system, right? You can go on tilt, and tilt is a bad mother. I'm not going to say it. All right? Tilt is dangerous. Even in terms of poker. You're always pushing, you're aggressive, you're very emotional. All right? Don't think that you can't lose just because you've got more money in your account. Get that out your heads. All right? Learn to master your execution. Learn to perform. Trading is about performance. See it as a show. See your trading platform as the stage. All right? You are performing to all the other retail traders. You're showing them how you trade. This is a craft. It's an art. There's a science. Show your knowledge. All right? Because if you start behaving recklessly, that just shows how ill-informed you are about it and you don't know your craft. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a master at this, all right? And every single day I aspire to learn more. This YouTube trading course that I'm doing for you guys is not because I want to show you how good I am at trading. I'm shit in comparison to a lot of guys, all right? I'm doing it because it's the only way that I can learn more. Because you guys are going to ask questions that I may not have asked myself and that I haven't been asking myself. The humility of you guys asking me a question and then me having to think about it, it brings me to scenarios where I say, you know what, that was me. And what did I do to overcome that? Or that's still me. How can I overcome that? Well, if I say to him this, then it's going to register to me what to do. Do you see what I'm saying? All right? So the only thing that I ask of you to take away from this is to remember that you're only as good as your last trade. All right? Take trading seriously, because the end result is great. Your efforts will be rewarded. Come away from the idea of thinking that you need to make money. If you're coming into trading to make money from the get-go, Don't. All right? Go and give your money to charity, because you will blow your accounts. And you might not be in a position to continuously deposit all the time. Man, like I said to you in the last video, I got really good at losing, man. All right? I was fantastic at depositing into my account and depositing for the wrong reasons. All right? I wasn't depositing because I, made loads of money from somewhere and now I've got the opportunity to have more capital because I know that I can flip it, 2, 3, 4 times its value. I was depositing because I was losing so often. So, how you can grow a small account? Forget about making money. Focus on the performance. Focus on your trading ability. And there's a good chance that you might succeed.